700 years ago, in 13th century China, an emperor discovered a remarkable secret. He could make money from tree bark. Polo witnessed it firsthand. The emperor's mint in Cambaluc processed bark into black sheets of paper, stamped them with a red seal, and declared them money. Anyone who counterfeited it? Death. Anyone who refused to accept it? Death. Polo marveled at the audacity. The emperor created money in such vast quantity that it must equal all the treasures in the world. And yet, Polo noted, it costs him nothing. Pull a dollar bill from your wallet right now. Signatures, seals, severe punishment for counterfeiters. The government pays all its expenses with these notes. You're forced by law to accept them, and they cost virtually nothing to produce. Our present monetary system is an almost exact replica of that which supported the warlords 7 centuries ago. After China, the next place to try this experiment was America, Massachusetts, 1690. They launched a military raid on Quebec, expecting to return with plunder to pay the soldiers. They'd done it before. This time, total failure. The soldiers came home empty-handed and demanded their pay. The colony's treasury was empty. Disgruntled soldiers have a way of becoming dangerous, so Massachusetts made a radical decision: print paper money. To get people to accept it, they made 2 solemn promises. First, we'll redeem this for real gold and silver as soon as tax revenue allows. Second, we will absolutely never print more. Both promises were broken within months. They printed 6 times more. The money wasn't redeemed for 40 years. Long after everyone who made the promise was dead, the other colonies watched and learned, pass laws forcing acceptance, watch gold and silver coins vanish into hiding or exported abroad, issue new paper to replace the old, watch prices explode. In South Carolina, they declared their paper legal tender in 1703. Refused to accept it? You'd be fined double the value of the rejected bills. By 1716, they'd increase the penalty to triple. The more worthless the money became, the harsher the penalties for refusing it. By the 1750s, the results were catastrophic. Rhode Island's currency had inflated 2,300%, Connecticut 800%. Coins disappeared entirely. International trade collapsed because foreign merchants wanted real money, not paper promises. Then something unexpected happened. The Bank of England forced the colonies to stop the madness and redeem their worthless paper. The colonists hated being told what to do, but it saved them. When the colonists were forced to abandon their paper money and return to real coins, the doomsayers predicted disaster. But something remarkable happened instead. The colonists brought gold and silver coins out of hiding, and they turned to something unexpected: tobacco. Tobacco had real value. It couldn't be counterfeited. You couldn't create it with a printing press, only with actual labor. Trade exploded, production soared. Gold and silver began flowing into the colonies from around the world. Here's the proof that paper was the poison. Massachusetts returned to real money. Rhode Island stayed on fiat. Newport had been the trade center for the entire West Indies. Within months, it lost everything to Boston. The port became empty. After the colonies returned to coin, prices quickly found their natural equilibrium and stayed there. Even during wars and trade disruptions, the economy had healed itself. All government had to do was stop interfering. Then came the Revolutionary War. Wars need funding. But if you tax people enough to actually pay for a war, even supporters lose enthusiasm. So governments use a different method: print money. In 1775, the colonies had $12 million in circulation. Within 5 years, the printing presses had expanded the money supply by 5,000%. In 1775, a paper Continental traded for $1 in gold. By 1779, just 4 years later, less than a penny. Shoes sold for $5,000 a pair. A suit of clothes cost $1 million. George Washington wrote, "A wagon load of money will scarcely purchase a wagon load of provisions." Even Benjamin Franklin, the man who had championed paper money, finally saw what he'd helped create. In bitter sarcasm, he wrote, "This currency is a wonderful machine." Here's what politicians won't tell you about deficit spending. They claim we're pushing the costs to future generations. It's a lie. When money is fiat, every weapon, every public work is paid for today, out of today's labor. But he's paid in currency that's losing value. The cost isn't deferred. It's extracted invisibly from everyone holding the currency right now.